Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know more many memes. I've missed you guys too so much. I feel like a lot has happened. I know I have been doing a lot of cringe videos, like really cringe. It's not the old me. It's not. But we're back. Well, today's video is very special, and like I've taken so long, like before I can do this video I've really sat down and I've thought if I really want to do this video, because I because it's just a heavy topic for me. And guys, in case I get emotional at some point, forgive me, but it's a really emotional video. Sorry for using but yeah, you know. Anyways, today's video, I have gotten so many. Most of you know I have a baby, an 8-month baby boy. The best thing that ever happened to me. So most people have been asking me, oh, how was your pregnancy journey, how was motherhood, how was your pregnancy journey and all, and I'm like so I just decided to just make a video once and for all to explain, because I can't keep explaining to everyone, oh, my journey was like this, nah. Yeah, so here goes nothing, but at the end of it, I'm glad. I think it was a good journey, because I hear most people's journeys are usually more hard. Yeah. First of all, let's start with the symptoms. The only symptoms I had was I didn't really crave a lot. Okay, I think I craved, but then at the beginning of the pregnancy, because first trimester I would crave for weird things. I remember as a time I was craving for gomba. The gum that looks like Mr. Beige. That one. And then what was I craving? Of course, chicken, because I love chicken and fish. Okay, in general, white meat. What else? Cravings. I think that was it. I didn't really have cravings. I didn't really add weight. Actually, I lost weight when I was pregnant, and the doctors would tell me, "Oh, your pressure is low. Your pressure is low. Drink a lot of water. That's why you're losing weight." But I hear some people either add weight or they lose weight. So I think my body, I just lost weight. And then here, pregnancy knows, I did not get it. I didn't get it. I actually had the pregnancy glow. It even reached a point people used to ask me, are you sure you're pregnant? You're really glowing. Am I there somebody? And I'm like, there's no one. Because there's no one. It's just me. It's just the favor of God. Hey. What else? I think that's it for the until my baby bump didn't show until I was 8 months. The last month is when I remember it showed, which was around June. Yeah, June is when my pregnancy bump showed, and then it wasn't showing kabisa. It was just looking some mamas you see in the club. Some mamas you see in the club with beer pots or something like that. Just that. And then let me tell you, the 8th month is the hardest, because now I started getting sick. I remember at some point I was admitted in hospital for a whole week, and then I was just in and out of hospital. Hey, and the contractions. They are called Braxton Hicks. I had Braxton Hicks for a whole month. It is a point I just told the doctor, this thing of natural labor, I'm not giving birth naturally, because if this is pre-labor and then it's painful, And then when it's the real, I was like, no. So I just decided to have like the CS mini process and everything. Yeah, but it was hard because I was in so much pain the last month. I was in and out of hospital. I was admitted at some point. I was on medication to something. But throughout, like, it was okay. No stress, and if there was any stress, it was sorted. Yeah. And one thing people don't tell you, like, honestly, is that you really like lose a lot of people, especially like friends, especially if like you're a party person, because before now I got pregnant and everything was a party person. But the way when I got pregnant and after I gave birth, people left. People left. Like, seriously. I lost a lot of friends, and then people become so judgmental. And then there's this question I'm always scared. Till today, hey, I might decide to spill the tea. I might not decide to spill the tea, but maybe guess. But the thing is, everyone is always asking me, oh, about now my son's father. Let me tell you one thing. I just think I chose the wrong person, and it's okay because now I have a son and I can focus on my son, and I don't really like intend on focusing on the past. What's done is done. It was a mistake, and it's okay. My son, I will never consider my son a mistake. Choosing his father was a mistake, but my son is never a mistake. Yeah. Anyways, I know somehow this video will get him. I don't really care. And yeah, I'm trying. I have moved on. Not I'm trying. I have moved on, and I am way stronger than I was before. And I'm not the person that he met me or left me. Right now, I can say, with pregnancy and being a mother, I have learned a lot. I have healed inner childhood traumas. I'm still healing, but like I've healed. I've accepted things I haven't accepted, and I'm dealing with things I had denied to deal with. And it takes a lot to reach the point where you actually tell someone, I need help and I want you to help me. But yeah, before I get emotional, I told you I might not get emotional. Anyways, motherhood has been, it's beautiful. It has its ups, it has its downs, but it can be very lonely, very exhausting, very, is it joyous? Like, they're just its ups and downs, and like, yeah, it's something you can't really explain. If you don't have the right support system, you'll really struggle. But if you have the right support system and all, you're good to go. So, guy, okay, I'm so used to doing that. So, yeah. I mean, I think I've matured a lot since I became a mother, because it takes a lot of maturity to become a mother. I was talking the other day with one of my friends, and we were like, sometimes you think you're on the same path with someone, and then something happens, like a life-changing experience happens. Like, now we are mothers now, and then suddenly you see people's true colors, and you're like, I thought you were my friend. I thought. And you're like, why? And it's life. I mean, you don't judge people for being themselves. You just accept and you move on, because as my mom says, Nakundi. There's nothing you can do about it. So just accept, move on, don't hold grudges because someone has decided to continue taking that path they decided and you taking the path that you've decided. Because honestly speaking, at the beginning of my pregnancy, I had people offering me money to remove the child and telling me, oh, if you become a mother, this life of sherehe, you won't be able to do it again. So you're messing up your life now. You're not even stable. How will you even raise a child? You're a child yourself. I mean, I get I'm young and everything, but God does not give you what you cannot handle. Let me just preach. He doesn't. So, like, honestly speaking, like not really getting pregnant, but becoming a mother really saved me from a lot. And I'm glad. I am really, really, really glad that I chose to be a mother, because anyone can get pregnant, but the choice of keeping it or not is up to you. So I'm glad I kept my son, because he's the best thing to ever happen to me, the best thing to ever happen to my family. One thing is, somehow when he came, he brought a lot of peace into the family and yeah, in my life. Like, I just found myself settling down. I used to be so all over the place, like I was all over, I was everywhere all the time. And then now I'm a mother, and you just have to, even like when you have the urge to go places and you're like, I have to leave. Thousands of You don't have to. Just sit back, relax, and calm down. Just calm yourself down. Calm down. Like, you have to talk yourself down, And yeah, one of the things actually motherhood has helped me accept it. I'm epileptic. I have been in not really denial, but not really afraid of the effects. But when it just changes a lot, As a kid, I was always having seizures. When I'm sick, I have a seizure. When I'm stressed, I have a seizure. When it's so cold and I'm not home, I have a seizure. So you see, I was always on medication. And somehow, somewhat, that was really traumatizing. So it's one of my childhood traumas that I never actually got to deal with, because you see, if you're always having seizures, there's no way you're actually going to remember like a playful childhood. Does that make sense? Does it make sense, my people? I'm talking to you. Yeah. So after now I gave birth, like the week I gave birth, one of the things I didn't want to have a normal delivery is because I was scared that if I give birth naturally, I would have a seizure in the middle of it, because it's stressful and my body cannot handle stress. And usually before, when I was so stressed, I would drink. So you're stressed, you go drink so you don't get stressed. You're sick, you go drink, you don't get stressed, and your body doesn't react. So I was scared about that happening, so I just opted for the easier. It wasn't really easy, because people say having a CS is the easy way out, but then the healing process it's crazy. It's crazy. I think giving birth natural is actually easier than having a CS, because you see now you just have to wait to heal there. But this one, you're healing. It's like healing. Not it's like, but it is healing from a surgery. And you see, you have to be so gentle on your body after that. So after that week, but there was a lot going on. So a few days before I gave birth, I think 2 or 3 days, not sure. A few days before I gave birth, we lost someone so close to us. So now my mom had to travel out of Nairobi to, so she wasn't with me. So she came back the day I was being admitted. into hospital. So that now the next day, now I have the CS, so it was a lot. So that same week, now the week after, because I had my son on a Sunday, so I stayed in hospital, I think 2 or 3 days. Tuesday I was now discharged. That's the word I was looking for. I was discharged. After being discharged, went home day 1, day 2, day 3. Day 3, I was still also getting pressure from people about now where am I. Through all this period, everyone is just asking me, why you not telling the father of your child about it? So you see there's pressure from everywhere. You've just come from having a baby, you're still healing, you don't know what to do, your body is so fragile. Yeah, you still have a baby to take care of, you don't know these things, you're very new to it. So I think my body was just so much under pressure. I ended up having a seizure. Thank God I didn't have a seizure when I was holding my son, because that was the most scary part about it. Oh, we are not going to cry. We are not crying. We are not. Anyways, yeah. So all that, then you're having all those, and then there's still the fact that you've lost someone and you can't even go for the funeral because you're someone so close, and you're just heartbroken. And then there's another person who is in hospital who's also as close to you. They're saying she's going soon. There's so much going on that you don't know what to do. Then after the seizure, I relaxed the next day. Then after a few days, now from then I started having crazy spasms. I'll be holding something and then my hand just has a spasm, and then I throw something out of control if there's anything in my hand. So it reached a point where I had to now go and see a doctor, a specialist, a neurologist, because it's more of the brain. Yeah, so I went, we saw, and then I was put. It took a lot now. By the time now we're going to see the specialist. Hey, specialist. Yes. By the time I was going to see the specialist, now I had gathered all my strength and I was ready for whatever, because I was like, okay, it is what it is, because I had been off medication for I think 10 years, because the last time I had a seizure was okay, the one that came back was 2021. So after 2021 I would have one seizure per year. So one seizure, yeah. And then it was 2021, because 2020 I didn't have. Yeah. So before then, the last time I had a seizure was in 2012. Yeah, it was 2012. 2012. I think either 2012 or one of them. I'm not sure which one it was. Yeah, 2012. Now that was the last time I had a seizure, and it usually happens during like stressful events. So now when we went to see the doctor was just like, it's just what I've been having when I was a child. Nothing serious. It's just that. So she put me on medication. But now I had to be put on medication that's, I'm trying to look for this word. I'm really trying. Convenient for also the breastfeeding, because I can't take medicine that's too strong, then it affects the baby. Yes. So right now I am on medication, and I'm glad, because it's really helped me. It has. Where I used to have bad mood swings because of now the spasms and the short circuits in my brain. I think that's an easier way to like explain, like has it. Right now I am 22, turning 23 in May. I'm so glad, and I have an amazing son who I would never trade the world for. And funny enough, I wanted to name him Sekani, which means happy. I think Zulu or something. Yeah. And then my mom was like, now the old people, how will they pronounce that name? You have to give him. And then I couldn't find like a Kenyan name for him. Like, you have, like the way my name is Nemanjo. Nema Kahaki. Yeah. Like the Kahaki part I got from my grandmother. So like I was definitely not going to name him after my dad, because names have meanings and they are very spiritual, and so the option I had was I wanted to name him after both my grandfathers, because they were amazing men, really amazing men. God rest their souls. Then I wanted to name him after one of my uncles, but my uncle said, since my dad is alive, there's no point in naming him after him. I should just name him after my dad. And then when I decided it was both my grandfathers, I was told apparently it's some taboo thing in the Kikuyu culture of naming both sides. So I was like, why not name him after my dad? My dad, who is in America, that's another story that is very unnecessary, but I ended up naming him now after my dad and after my brother. Obviously, had to be there. Yeah, so eventually we found a name to replace Sekani, which meant the same thing, which is Mokeni. And irony is, he's such a happy boy. That is the irony. And I knew, and I kept praying. When I was pregnant, I used to dedicate this boy. Okay, I still do. And I would pray and I would tell God, I want such a happy and loving boy, and I want you to give me the strength and the courage to layer this baby, because you don't give us what we can't handle. So yeah, anyways guys, I think I need to wrap up because he's waiting for me. He's in the sitting room with my mom as I'm recording this. But thank you if you have reached here, you're very good. Yeah, but thank you for being patient and staying this long and listening. And I don't think like everyone will understand this, but who has understood this video, thank you. Right now I am just focused on being a good daughter, a good mother, a good sister, a good friend to the ones I have. And I just want to shout out to those friends who stuck by me like throughout the pregnancy, those who came to visit me, those who check up on me all the time. I know sometimes I go ghost on you, but you're still strong. Those who were in this motherhood journey together with. Yeah, thank you. Like, you may not know it, but it's something, because I have lost a lot of friends and I'm still yet to lose more friends, but it's the nature of life and we must move. This life is not ours. Yeah. And I just realized my eyebrows are very untidy. Anyways guys, that is it for me. Love you all. Peace. Bye bye.